when I finally get to go to a convention, to a tokusatsu-based convention, the world just ends. There's a hurricane going on in Los Angeles right now. We had an earthquake today. Everything is just ending. I'm going to reflect a little bit. I'm gonna get a little vulnerable with you guys. Can I do that for a second? If not, tell me and we'll just go straight to the unboxings and stuff. I think missing Power Morphicon last year because I got COVID that day, I think that hit me a lot more than I realized. I think the FOMO of like missing all my friends meeting up together and everything, seeing all the pictures and like knowing I was missing this amazing event, this amazing like once in a lifetime opportunity to meet these actors and everything that I look up to. I think that hit me really hard. And it's affected like a lot of content and stuff that I've done recently. So like I was not super excited to go to this convention. Japan World Heroes, for those of you that don't know. I really wanted to meet Kamen Rider Gaim. I really wanted to meet Go On Red because like we follow each other on Twitter. We've interacted, but I think it was like a 2-guest convention for me in terms of like things I was excited for. And I got there, met Thomas Jujubee. Thomas is like the only person I didn't take pictures with for some reason too. And right from there, people started coming up to us and people started coming up to me and were like, "You're Hawkillies. You're Hawkillies. Can I take a picture?" And I was like, yeah, like absolutely, of course. And like, I am so fucking grateful to everyone I met this weekend. Anyone that came up to me and like said they enjoyed literally anything I've ever done. Because it happened a lot, like far more than I thought it would. Yeah, just a lot of people came up and told me how much they love my stuff, they appreciate my stuff, and more so than like the people that I interact with, the friends that I have and everything, you guys on stream. I met a lot of people that were excited to see me in person because they watched me on YouTube, they'd seen a Twitch stream, they had listened to the podcast and everything, and that was really freaking cool and really validating, and I think really motivating. I just wanted to come home and stream or like edit a video. I wanted to do something to give back to everybody. But I also wanted to show you guys everything that I got and tell you guys all the stories about this weekend, because there are a lot. I really needed this convention and I really needed this weekend. And it wasn't just because like I felt like this little celebrity. It was more so because I forgot that people appreciated what I do. I forgot that what I do affects people. I think I've let so much of the negativity towards me and what I do take over that I forgot that there are people out there that enjoy this stuff and hanging out with me, and I greatly appreciate that because I enjoy making this stuff, and as much as I forgot it, I enjoy making this stuff, and I enjoy doing this stuff for you guys. I also met he's probably not here right now because he's probably at the hotel. I also met the fucking goat. I thought I was Geets. I showed up in DGP gear. No, he showed up as Geets. Just fucking the most baddest man on the planet. Oh yeah, my cosplay is cool too. So I showed up as Ace. Fun fact, so this is all 3D printed from Desert Fair Cosplay, who I also met this weekend. I met Desert Fair. If you guys are like, that's ringing a bell. My dude designed this. I met Desert Fair, the designer of this. I'll show you guys the other cosplay that I wore today. I'm still kind of wearing the top of it, but I think it came out better than I thought it would. There's me and my boy Jeff dressed as Banjo Ryuga. And I'm Tendo Soji. I wish I would have took my keys out of my pocket. It looks lame. But I had a black v-neck I was gonna wear, and I had black shoes, and I swear I have 3 black v-necks that I could not for the life of me find. Part of the only reason I went today, with this hurricane happening, is because I was like, I went on Amazon and I bought this scarf. So if I didn't wear it, it would be a waste. But literally, there was 4 Banjos there. I should have just wore the Banjo getup, and we could have all been Banjo together. It would have been great. I don't know where to start with this. I had like a sort of a bullet points I was gonna hit, but there were a lot of stuff. I also met my son Calvin, met a Lucy. Calvin, if you don't know who Calvin is, Calvin designed the 2022 Not Shinobi shirt. I sent him a idea, and he's the one that did the dope drawings and everything, did the 2022 Not Shinobi shirt. He's dressed up as Naki here. Calvin organized the entire meetup that we did. And the cosplay meetup was like one of my favorite things we did this whole convention. Like, there were so many different aspects of tokusatsu represented, from Power Rangers to Kamen Rider. As you can expect, a lot of cosplays from Kamen Rider Geats because it was the currently airing show at that time. Or people were just being their favorite character, like Lord Zed and Dark Kiva. I got to be in a bunch of Ace pictures because a lot of people were Ace, and then at the end we all just took this silly photo where we all did whatever and people died. It was fun. Yeah, the big, just the thing that caught me for this convention was this right here. Meeting Kamen Rider Gaim himself. Just I've told this story many times. Gaim is literally the first Kamen Rider I started watching. And I fell off of it because like I couldn't find a place that the video stayed up. I fell off at like episode 13, and then I went back and watched it again, and just one of the best Kamen Riders out there, one of the best main riders out there, and just one of the coolest dudes. Didn't think I was gonna be so starstruck when I met him. I went up, and this was after his panel and everything. I was there for his panel. After his panel, I went up and bought the ticket to get something signed and get a photo taken like this. And I went up and I instantly started shaking, and I was like, I'm big fan. You were my first rider. He's like, oh, thank you, that's so nice. And like, he just gigantic Kouta smile on his face the whole time. Just thank you, that's so nice. And I was like, yeah, dude, like, you're amazing. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. And he got up and took the picture and everything. Pretty much most of the money I had, so I only got a photo and a picture with him. Go on Red, super cool. I went up to him, shook his hand, and I was like, hey, we follow each other on Twitter. We've talked. And he's like, oh, really? Show me your Twitter. And I was like, yeah, here. And he's like, oh yeah, and everything. He bumped it, and I didn't have money to take a picture or get his signature, but he was so nice, and he walked around so much. He was just so amazed to be there that he was walking around the convention floor just taking pictures with anybody who would ask. And I felt bad. I was like, today everyone was packing up. There was like no one there, and K20's like, get a picture, ask him for a picture. He's taking pictures with people. And I was like, I'm like nervous, and I feel bad because like he saw me yesterday at this table. He knows I didn't pay for a picture. Also, they asked me if I want to do the Ultraman Gaia panel. One of the homies who's part of the staff, he's like, hey, do you want to do the Ultraman Gaia panel? We don't have a moderator for it. And I was like, I know absolutely nothing about Ultraman, but have you met Thomas Jujubee? And Thomas spent most of the time from that moment till this panel researching things he could ask and realizing that he knew so much more about Ultraman Gaia and like the actor specifically, because he'd seen the actor in other projects, and he'd seen Gaia in different newer stuff, I guess he's in, like Chronicles, that he was like super excited to do it. So shout out to Thomas, super happy he got to do this. We all got to scream Gaia with Ultraman Gaia, and I thought that was insanely cool. This dude was so happy to be there, like just beaming with excitement the whole time. What I got from GAKU SANO signed is literally something I don't know how I got or where it came from. We might have bought it on a Wish stream here on the stream, but I have this like Band Presto statue that I've just displayed behind the Sengoku driver, and he signed this because I was like, I saw so many people get their CSM boxes signed. I thought about signing the side plate of the driver with like his face on it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was like, I want this signed. And it's been in my house for so long that I haven't really thought anything of it. I was just like, yeah, that's the statue I got. But every time I took it out to show somebody, when they're like, what are you gonna get signed? Or if like after it's signed to show people are like, bro, that's fucking insanely cool. Like, where did you get this? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. It's just a big vinyl statue. It's like a hard vinyl statue. I'm gonna put it in the glass case after this stream and just love it forever. Just don't know where you came from, but now you're one of my most prized possessions because you've got this man's signature on it. And it's just like, sell it for 10K. It's just weird that like I met a Kamen Rider in real life. That's so cool. You guys want to see what I bought? You guys want to see the actual holo stuff? First of all, I got to the con, instantly saw Calvin, instantly saw my son, and he gave me There we go. I got Energel. I had to pick randomly. There was this side, and I picked that one, and it was Energel. Calvin also gave me this sick top loader that they decorated that was super nice of them. And then they asked me to pick a color, and I picked pink. And I got this sick X8 Gamba Ride card. So now I have 2 Gamba Ride cards. I have a Drive one and I have an X8 one. I met someone I showed off on stream literally last week. Rinkatori was there at a table. Rinkatori was there, and Rinkatori gave me a shirt with Kachidoki Arm Zangetsu on it. I'm so excited. It's so fucking sick. They were selling this in a pack with another one for like 45 bucks for both of them. I guess they ran out of the other one, but like they gave me this one, and I'm so hyped. I need to know where to get something like that. Rinkatori.com. Let me see. And I didn't get to like talk to him much when we were like messaging and stuff. He's just a cool ass dude. He also gave me he gave me other stuff too. He also gave me another Gotchard card, Gorilla Sensei, because I told him that's like my favorite one from this set. The other thing Rinkatori is doing, he was like, yeah, Gotchard like beat me to it. But for the past 4 months, I've been designing a Kamen Rider card game. And he said the first set he's gonna do was build, and he had samples of the card game out that he was giving out. So I took a genius form on it. It was all their final forms, and he's like, yeah, they're gonna do a final form, they'll do the base form, and they go up. And the part that I remember about the card game is like the point of it is you have a rider girl that you're protecting. That's like the point of the card game. And he's like, obviously this one's gonna be Misora, but like every set he wants to have a new season and do different ones. And this one's cool. It says full build reactor, printed out on great cards and everything. It's got attack points. And I also met someone else that everyone, scratch that. You definitely know him because you've been staring at his work for however long you've been watching. I met CV. CV makes these pins. CV is another person that I didn't know had any idea knew who I was. And he was like, dude, Achilles, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, what? So I got his business card, but I also got something else from CV because I wanted to get something from this convention that I can unbox on stream and everything. I got a CV blind box. I know there's one enamel pin in here. There's 2 stickers, and then there's 1 poster as well. But it's just a blind box of CV stuff. I'm gonna open this up because I was excited. This was like 20 bucks. Don't know what's in it, but I know they're exclusive to the blind box. He was saying the pins and the poster are exclusive to the blind box. So I'm feeling the pin. Ready? Here we go. We got, I don't know which way it goes. But here we go. Oh, let's fucking go! No fucking way we got Time Force! Dude, I was so scared. The whole time there. The whole time. Yeah, we got Trip. The whole time there, I was like, this is gonna be Forze. The whole time. I was telling Thomas and Will and Ballin, I was like, this is going to be Forze. That's what's... And CV is like, you have to pick the box. He's like, I'll give you the print, but you have to pick the box. And I was like, damn it. I don't want to pick the box. I just want you to give me one. So I got Time Force Green. Should have been Force 8. No, it shouldn't have. And then we got 2 stickers in here as well. Gokai Yellow! We got Gia! I know her! SPD. Is this A Squad? Or is this the Battleizer? I think it's A Squad. SWAT mode. Dude, this is the fire blind box. How did I just get 3 badasses right now? All these posters that he had were fire. I wanted to buy all of them. I just didn't have the money. I need to very much just save up for the convention next time. Oh, it's facing me, but I'm very fucking excited. Guys, I got lucky. I got lucky. Cosmic Fury Red! It's Amelia! Let's go! Honestly, fire blind box. Dude, this was $20 for these 2 stickers, this poster, and this fucking beautiful pin. Shout out CV. And then obviously, K20 Customs, my man, sponsor of the stream. K20 Customs had a Gotchard patch. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna come back and buy that. And I was like, I need that shit. And he was like, yeah, I only got one. And so I went into the convention area, walked around, came back out, and he goes, hey, somebody bought it. And I was like, no, they fucking didn't. He's like, yeah, somebody bought it. So he said, hey, pick a patch, whatever one you want. And I was like, man, all of these are so cool. I don't know which one I want. And he says, I know which one you want. And he flipped over, pulled out a patch, handed it to me, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I do want that one. I got Jizzeriz himself.